done it as yet? Please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info.
Greetings, my fellow citizens, nationals, residents, and visitors. Today, November 19th, the Federation joins the global community in commemorating International Men's Day under the theme Celebrating Men and Boys, which embracing our local theme and the mantra for the upcoming year of power, purpose, perspectives, shaping a positive future for Caribbean men. These themes speak to our shared vision that uplifts, empowers, and engages men and boys across our beloved Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, ensuring that they're equipped to lead with integrity, compassion, and strength of mind, body, and spirit. International Men's Day is not merely a date on the calendar. It is a movement. This movement recognizes and celebrates the invaluable contributions of men and boys in our families, our communities, and our nation. The movement provides for introspection, to challenge harmful stereotypes, to promote positive masculinity, and to foster environments where men and boys can flourish mentally, emotionally, and socially. Through this movement, we reaffirm that gender equity is not a woman's idea or issue. It is a human rights issue that calls for the active involvement and leadership of men. This year's observance is filled with dynamic and engaging activities that span both islands, promoting wellness, dialogue, education, and celebration. Our national calendar of events reflects this commitment, from the Men and Family Fitness Walk held on November 1st in St. Kitts to the Boys of Excellence reception held on November 5th in Nevis, and to the regional webinar on male allyship against gender-based violence held on November 13th. Each event is an opportunity to learn, connect, and grow. We are particularly proud of initiatives such as the Men and Boys Conference in Nevis, which will feature sessions focused on mentorship, mental health, and community engagement. Likewise, the Men and AMP Parenthood Seminar and our upcoming podcast series, Power in Partnership and Fatherhood with Purpose, will explore themes of responsibility, family, and leadership in today's society. Together, these initiatives form part of the movement to ensure that men and boys have the tools, network, and opportunities to fulfill their potential. The celebration concludes with the annual International Men's Day Award ceremony to be held on November 22nd on Nevis, where the spotlight will be shining brightly on men whose contributions in the areas of business, law, religion, creative and cultural arts, community activism, human services, and the culinary arts have aided in the strength and development of our nation and its people. These events and initiatives are not just celebratory. They are transformational. They reflect our belief that the empowerment of men and boys contributes to the overall advancement of our society. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis recognizes the real challenges that many men face, whether in education, employment, health, or relationship, and we remain steadfast in our mission to create supportive spaces and policies that address these issues. This is not just about inclusion. It is about building a federation where everyone, regardless of gender, has an equal opportunity to thrive. I wish at this juncture to specifically mention the work and efforts of Mr. Dion Brown, Gender Field Officer from St. Kitts, and Mr. Mario Phillip, Gender Officer from Nevis, for their commitment to collaboration, thereby ensuring a truly federal celebration of International Men's Day. As Minister with responsibility for gender affairs, I wish to extend an invitation to all to join the movement by making outreach to the Department of Gender Affairs on both islands to indicate your interests and willingness to be part of this transformational initiative. Volunteer. Invite our team to make presentation and host engaging sessions with your membership, family, and peers. Let us work hand in hand to promote gender equality, to dismantle harmful norms, and to strengthen our communities through mutual respect and understanding. When we empower our men and boys to live with purpose and integrity, we strengthen our families, we fortify our communities, and we secure the future of our nation. On this International Men's Day, let us celebrate the fathers who nurture, the brothers who protect, the sons who dream, and the men who lead with compassion and courage. Let us challenge ourselves to be better allies, mentors, and advocates for positive change. Together, we can shape a future where power is shared, purpose is clear, and perspectives are broadened. A future where every man and boy in St. Kitts and Nevis stands tall, proud, and empowered to make a difference. May we continue to build a federation that honors the dignity, potential, and promise of all of its people. Happy International Men's Day.
If you haven't done it as yet, please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info. If you haven't done it as yet, please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info.
The entire project that we are constructing right about now is dubbed Renaissance, and that's basically the rebirth of the construction industry for the NHC. National Housing Corporation. We have construction happening at Harry Phipps. We have construction at Stapleton. Stapleton is 19 houses. We have 19 houses under construction at the moment, but there will be 27, and we will build out and have more than that thereafter. We also have construction at Gillard's Meadows. There are another set of lots that we are going to clear in Newton Ground and as well as in Sandy Point.
At Harry Phipps, we're undergoing the construction of 10 houses, 10 two-bedroom houses. There are 4 contractors: Rodney Steinbergen, Alistair Thomas, Myvan Liebert, and Baron and Affiliates.
The persons who are working here are definitely from the area. The persons who are working at Stapleton are from the entire constituency of number 8. The same thing with Otley's. The persons who are building are from that area. And that will be the same thing we do. And even if we cannot find persons, as many persons in that area, what we will do is pull from the nearest area.
The project at that is developing smoothly. We had a construction site that was started by somebody else, so we are presently implementing, putting in columns to make it stronger.
Those were being built with a different method. It's crate forms and panels, and based on that technology, columns were not required. They focus more on the rebars to keep the strength of the structure. So now, because we are changing that method now and building bricks and mortar, we must include the columns like we do in all of our homes. We already constructed 2 buildings on East Street, and we are about to demolish some existing ones to start another building this year in the last quarter. We are now doing West Street, and as you can see, we are now going up to the 2nd floor. That building is 4 stories, and we already built out the 1st floor, and now going up to the 2nd floor.
If you haven't done it as yet, please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info.
Honorable members, specially invited guests, parents, guardians, awardees, listening and viewing audience, good evening. And welcome to this special sitting of Parliament. We'll have the prayer by Reverend Selina Walton Charles of the Methodist Church Christian Council. Reverend Walton Charles.
Let us pray. Almighty and everlasting source of wisdom, you are God. And we gather in this honorable house with gratitude and celebration of service and excellence. We thank you for the lives of these 25 distinguished awardees and the profound efforts that they have made for our nation. Grant us grace to recognize their achievements and the vision to follow their example, working together as one unit, prospering together and standing for justice. Bless this house, bless this solemn assembly as the awardees bless our nation in this experience that you have inspired us. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Walton Charles. You may be seated, everyone. Before we proceed, just a brief housekeeping matter. Kindly turn all phones and devices on silent and/or vibrate so as not to interrupt the proceedings this evening. Thank you kindly. Next item. I recognize the honorable member for St. Christopher 1.
Madam Speaker, I rise to move a motion to adopt the order paper as circulated, as we are deviating from the order of business prescribed in the standing order number 13.
Is there a seconder? I recognize the honorable member for St. Christopher 1. 2, sorry.
Madam Speaker, I rise at this time to second the motion.
The question is that the order paper be adopted as circulated. Those in favor? Aye. Those against? The ayes have it.
Messages from the Governor General.
Honorable members, there is a message from Her Excellency, the Governor General, and it will be read by Mr. Akwanje Robinson, the CARICOM Youth Ambassador. Mr. Johnson. Thank you.
Madam Speaker and honorable members of the National Assembly, our 25 most remarkable teens, your parents and guardians, fellow citizens and residents, it gives me great pride and deep satisfaction to extend heartfelt congratulations to this year's honorees of the 25 most remarkable teens in St. Kitts and Nevis. Today, our nation pauses to celebrate you, our bright, determined, innovative, and enterprising young citizens whose efforts continue to uplift and inspire our beloved Federation. Each of you represents the very best of our youth: creativity, discipline, courage, compassion, energy, and an unwavering commitment to excellence, whether in academics, innovation, sports, community service, entrepreneurship, culture, leadership, or personal triumph. Your achievements show us that greatness is not defined by age. You stand as powerful examples to your peers and symbols of hope to every household across our islands. You remind us that excellence is the result of consistent effort, integrity, and the willingness to rise above challenges. I encourage you to embrace this moment with humility, gratitude, and with the confidence that your potential is limitless. As Governor General, I commend your families, mentors, teachers, and communities who supported your journey. And to you, all remarkable teams, I charge you to keep dreaming boldly, keep leading with integrity, and keep striving to make your country proud. On behalf of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, I extend my warmest congratulations. May you continue to grow, inspire, and uplift our proud nation. May God bless each of you, and may God continue to bless the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liburd, GCMG, JP, Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis, November 2025. May it please you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson, for that message from Her Excellency, the Governor General. Next item, please.
Announcements by the Speaker.
Just a few announcements. But before I delve into the formal announcements, permit me to proceed with an address, a brief one. Honorable members, distinguished awardees, parents, guardians, supporters, and our listening and viewing audience. Good evening, good night once again. This evening's special sitting of the National Assembly stands as a proud affirmation of our belief in the extraordinary potential of the young people of St. Kitts and Nevis. The 2025 ceremony of the 25 most remarkable teens allows us to highlight the achievements, resilience, and vision of those who are already shaping our future. Since its inception in 2011, this program has grown into a national institution. Each year, it recognizes teenagers who excel in academics, leadership, the arts, sports, entrepreneurship, environmental advocacy, community service, and those who demonstrate exceptional courage and character. As Speaker, it is my honor to preside over the sitting, where these accomplishments of our remarkable teens are formally recorded in this honorable house. Their stories become part of our permanent parliamentary record, which is a testament to their dedication and to the bright future they represent. To each awardee, you inspire us, you challenge us to aim higher. May this recognition strengthen your confidence and broaden your dreams as you continue to lead with purpose. To the families, educators, mentors, and supporters who stand behind these young achievers, thank you for nurturing their gifts and guiding their growth. The National Assembly reaffirms its commitment to celebrating and empowering our youth, recognizing that they are central to the advancement and prosperity of our nation. Awardees, may this moment remind you that when passion meets purpose, there is no boundary that you cannot cross. So congratulations to the 2025 cohort of the 25 most remarkable teens. Continue to shine, serve, and lead. The nation is counting on your light. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. So may your dreams continue to grow, inspire, and uplift this beloved federation. Thank you. I will now proceed with the formal notices. My office is in receipt of apologies for absence from the Honorable Member for St. Christopher III, the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 6, Senator Dr. Joel Clark, the Honorable Member for Nevis 9, and the Honorable Member for Nevis 10. The named members will be absent from this evening's proceedings. Lastly, honorable members, as you make your presentations this evening, I respectfully and humbly ask that you keep your presentations 5 minutes or less so that we can conclude at a reasonable time. 5 minutes or less, so feel free to present for 30 seconds. I would wish for us to conclude at a reasonable time, bearing in mind that our brothers and sisters from Nevis have to venture home after this ceremony, and we would appreciate if they get there safely, timely, and preferably before midnight. Thank you kindly. The next item, please.
Statement by Minister.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1.
For a moment, Madam Speaker, I was smiling as I've been perusing, but as a minister with responsibility for youth, I am indeed honored to be here this evening again, staging the 14th edition of the 25 Most Remarkable Teens. I remembered, Madam Speaker, when I served as the Director of Youth, and I have a confession, and we were using the Peace Corps volunteers at the time. Mavis Huggins was the coordinator. And when I saw the list of volunteers that were coming to St. Kitts and all that they would have done in their respective countries, Connie, which is the one who eventually came to the youth department, in fact, she was listed to go to Nevis. But when I saw the projects that she did, I said, including the 25 Most Remarkable Teens, I said to Mrs. Huggins, no, I need Connie to remain in St. Kitts so I can get this here done in quick time. And ever since, Madam Speaker, we have given the opportunity to over 350 young persons in the various areas that are listed in the booklet. And most of them have lived up to the expectations, both in terms of participating in the projects that they're expected to do, and really being role models in their spaces, their communities, and their school. I really want to commend the youth department, the leadership, and all of the youth officers and the volunteers over the years who continue to make sure that this program continues to make recognition to our young people. We have a new director of youth, Mr. Saunders. So I know it was a crash course for him, but we are very organized in the Ministry of Youth, so it wasn't too difficult. I want to congratulate all of the awardees. Even when I served, I never knew who they were until the night. And as I walked in the room, I was just in awe when I look at the faces, because I'm like, wow, wow, wow. You know, I boast of having a lot of young people around me, and many of them are offsprings from either parents who I would have taught, or they would have supported the youth department in many ways. So congratulations, and may it please you, and I look forward to a nice session this evening.
Thank you to the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1. Next item.
Public business. This evening, this will take the form of video presentations of individual profiles, followed by award presentations by members of Parliament. This will be done in accordance with the schedule circulated to all members.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk. Honorable members, as well as persons in the gallery, this is a chance for you to show some love and light to the awardees. When their names are called, I encourage you to clap, say hey, and give them some energy as they come in. This is a time for that. This is one of the few times I allow for the members in the gallery to participate in the presentation, so take full advantage. Thank you kindly. So the first awardee on the list this evening is Miss Kayla Penny, who is being awarded for courage to overcome and spiritual commitment. The Honorable Prime Minister will give brief remarks and present the award.
Eighteen-year-old students at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated for the categories of spiritual commitment and courage to overcome. I was nominated for these categories because my journey reflects both strength and faith. After losing my mom, it was really hard. But instead of letting that stop me, I drew closer to God and kept going. My faith has been an anchor, whether I'm leading worship, helping at church, or representing youth in leadership. This nomination shows how God can turn pain into purpose. What makes me remarkable is that I live with intention and faith. I don't just speak or lead, I show up to make a difference. Everywhere I go, I try to bring light, hope, and
indulgence,
a standard of excellence. Whether it's in debating, youth parliament, church, or even student leadership, I carry myself with purpose and a heart to inspire others to rise too. And to those who are watching, no matter what you've been through, keep showing up because your light truly matters. My name is Kayla Penny, 18-year-old student at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated for the categories of spiritual commitment and courage to overcome. I was nominated for these categories because my journey reflects both strength and faith. After losing my mom, it was really hard. But instead of letting that stop me, I drew closer to God and kept going. My faith has been an anchor, whether I'm leading worship, helping at church, or representing youth in leadership. This nomination shows how God can turn pain into purpose. What makes me remarkable is that I live with intention and faith. I don't just speak or lead, I show up to make a difference. Everywhere I go, I try to bring light, hope, and carry a standard of excellence. Whether it's in debating, youth parliament, church, or even student leadership, I carry myself with purpose and a heart to inspire others to rise too. And to those who are watching, no matter what you've been through, keep showing up because your light truly matters.
I recognize the honourable member for St. Christopher 8.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise to, of course, make the first presentation with respect to one of our remarkable youth. However, give me the opportunity to really congratulate the Deputy Prime Minister with responsibility for the Ministry of Youth, or the Youth Ministry, Department rather, and all those who have been instrumental in making sure that tonight's proceedings would be a success. I want to also thank the Deputy Prime Minister, the member from number 1, for being so instrumental in making sure that an event like this would have started and it continues even unto this day. I want to, of course, congratulate all of the students who would receive, or children, or youth rather, who would receive an award tonight. And most importantly, I think I must add that all of the guardians and the parents and those who would have played an instrumental role in helping them to get where they have arrived thus far, I want to congratulate them for their efforts and to recognize them. Madam Speaker, I also want to admonish our youth that you have been on a good path and you are being recognized, but the journey is just beginning. And do not allow this award to tell you that you have arrived and to stop, but to use it as an impetus to achieve even greater things. That is what we expect, and that is what the nation expects. But specifically to Kyla, who I know, Kayla, sorry, who I know, and she has, as they said, overcome a lot. I'm trying to see if I see her father, but I think he's here. Oh, he has on a mask, so I can't see him, all right? And I really want to acknowledge him as a father, especially in these difficult circumstances that they would have passed through, where she would have lost her mother in recent times. In spite of that, I think she continues to persevere with support from her family, her father, grandmother, extended family, but as is written, her church family as well. And I know that her church family is playing a fundamental role in her continued development. And as is said, that she is someone who is deeply involved in the church, and she values very much her spiritual development and her connection to God. I think that that is what continues to guide her, to keep her. And I think that is what is shining through tonight, that even at such a tender age, she may not believe she's at a tender age, but she is, and having gone through the challenges, that despite all of that, she's able to sit before us tonight, glowing and shining as a remarkable team. Put your hands together for her. And so I want to continue. I want to encourage her. I want all of us to continue to encourage her and to tell her that she's definitely on that right path. And we want her to continue on that path. We want to wish her all success as she continues to grow. And I am sure that as she continues to keep close to her faith and to her God and to the principles that her mother would have instilled in her from the time she was a baby, that in the end, all will be well. Congratulations, Kayla.
Congratulations again to Miss Penny. The next on our list this evening is Miss Cameron O'Dane. Ms. Odain is being awarded for academics and most promising. The Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Cameron Odain. I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I am nominated for academics and most promising. I think I was nominated because my work ethic, my character, and my achievements left a great impact on my teachers and those around me, and they wish to have these things acknowledged and celebrated. I think I'm remarkable because I'm very intentional with my actions, and I strive to be the best at anything I put my mind to.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I rise, of course, to congratulate Ms. Odain. Earlier today, I had the opportunity of not only attending the graduation ceremony at the Washington Archibald High School, but also to witness Ms. Odain being crowned the valor of her school. And when you read her profile, Madam Speaker, it seems as if it's in her DNA because she has been doing this since primary school, and she's definitely on the right track for excellence. She received numerous awards this morning, and I dare say, Madam Speaker, you should go and listen to her speech. She is an excellent debater. I was getting to that, Minister. And of course, you see, you said 5 minutes, so. Or less. I'm going to be. The Minister, Honourable Member for number 2, made sure that she wanted to plug in that she is she was the Youth Minister for Tourism. And yes, she was, and she did an excellent job as well representing the Federation. And that is how we do it in constituency number 1, because she hails from my constituency. Mr. Odain, I just want to congratulate you and I wish you God's blessings. And as I reminded you and the others this morning, go for your dreams and make sure you secure your character.
Congratulations again, Ms. Odain. The next awardee is Ms. Ashanti Dorset. Ms. Ashanti Dorset is receiving an award for culinary arts and most promising. The member for St. Christopher 2 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Ashanti Dorset. I am 17 years old and I transitioned from the Dr. Denzel Llewellyn Douglas Secondary School to CFBC. The categories I was nominated for are culinary arts and most promising. I think I was nominated for those categories because of my hard work and dedication in the culinary field and the accomplishments that it has allowed me to conquer. I think what makes me remarkable is my authenticity and the way I remain true to myself. I set high goals for myself and focus on achieving them.
Madam Speaker, I rise again.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1, and I apologize, my note was incorrect. The member for number 1 will present the award and give brief remarks.
To congratulate Ms. Dorset As you can see, Madam Speaker, a certified chef is on the horizon. And coming from the DLD Secondary School, it is even more promising as she continues to support that school in her culinary skills, having entered several competitions, including my chef competition in East Bastia as well, and she did exceptionally well at that competition. So you can see, Madam Speaker, that in the distant future, we are going to have another one of our very own reaching the top in culinary, and I want to congratulate her, and she mixed it. It's not all academics, and everything you do, once you put God in it, it makes it easier. And she's very active in her community and also in her church, and I encourage her to stay in church and walk good. Congratulations and the very best wishes, and it gives me such a pride, Madam Speaker, to present this award because I taught her father in grade 3. May it please you.
Congrats again, Miss Dorset. The next awardee is, and forgive me in advance, Miss Agape Daniel. Seems I got it right. Miss Daniel is being awarded in the area of performing arts and spiritual commitment. The member for St. Christopher II will present the award and give brief remarks.
I am Agape Daniel. I am 15 years old and I attend the Washington Archibald High School. I have been nominated for the categories Performing Arts and Spiritual Commitment. I think I was nominated for these categories because of my dedication to the arts through music and dance, and my strong faith and involvement in the church and my community. What makes me remarkable is that I try to live up to my name, Agape, which means unconditional love. By sharing that love through my talents, faith, and the way I connect with others, it really helps to uplift them and make a positive impact wherever I go.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher II.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise at this time to recognize and acknowledge a remarkable teen, Agape, a name resonating with universal compassion. And in her video, she says she lives up to her name. Her name embodies lived vocation, steadfast spiritual practice paired with her fearless artistic excellence. Her name, Madam Speaker, seems to have foreshadowed a path of grace and a path of purpose. And she definitely says she is pursuing that. Madam Speaker, her balance of brilliance, as she says, and spiritual commitment is something that other young people should try to follow. May her example, Madam Speaker, motivate other young people to pursue excellence with humility and to let her love, as her name says, Agape, guide their paths. Please join me, all of you here, in congratulating the recipients, her parents, her family, and all of those who've supported her on this journey. And I wish you all the best. Congratulations again.
Congratulations again, Miss Daniel. Next on our list is Miss Nikia Doyling. Clap. This is where you clap. Good, good, good. Miss Doyling is being awarded for Courage to Overcome. The member for St. Christopher 5, Dr. the Honorable Sean Richards, will make brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Nikia Doyling. I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated for the category Courage to Overcome. I think I was nominated for this category because someone other than myself saw my courage, strength, kindness, and wisdom to succeed in anything that I do. What makes me remarkable is that I respect where I am from, I honor where I am, and I understand where I want to go. So I stay true to myself and I am grateful for all my achievements, no matter how small or large they are.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 5.
Madam Speaker, this evening it gives me pleasure to be able to present this award to a remarkable young lady, Miss Nikia Doyling. As I read her profile, what stood out to me is that Nikia is indeed a leader and one who has overcome. Too many of us, we choose to be followers, but Nikia has distinguished herself as a leader. Whether it is in terms of her presidency of the student council at her former school, which I think is the Virtual High School, where she would have undertaken the renovation of the bathrooms there, despite not getting the initial help that she sought. And she did it not for herself, but to help other students, as she recognized that there was a need to have the bathrooms renovated. I also note that she's an athlete, and though she suffered from an injury, she did not say to herself that it is time for me to take a break, take a back seat, but instead she sprung into action and motivated the other athletes in her house, Blow House. The final thing which stood out for me is that she recognized that her mother, a single parent, needed assistance, and that the mother said to her that I can manage, I can do it. She insisted on finding a job, again, not necessarily to help herself, but I'm sure to assist her mom, to provide support to her other siblings, to ensure that they are as comfortable as possible. Certainly, she stands out as a remarkable young person. I encourage her to continue to be a leader and not a follower. Continue to motivate others, continue to support others, continue to assist others. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Miss Doyling. Next on our list is Miss Anaya Walwin. It's Anaya. Anaya? Anaya. Good. Miss Anaya Walwin. Miss Walwin is being awarded in the area of academics and dance. The member for St. Christopher 4, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Inaya Walwin. I am 19 years and I would have just completed my tertiary education at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated in the categories of academics and dance. I think this nomination derives from how I worked over the years to maintain a high academic performance while still being dedicated to the performing arts. What makes me remarkable is my dedication, how committed I am to dance, perfecting my performances, and excelling in school. Additionally, how I face challenges. I use challenges as a stepping stool to success. I usually face my challenges head on, never cowering away, and eventually coming out feeling satisfied and proud of what I have accomplished.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 4.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise to give credit to a remarkable young lady, Ms. Walwin, Inaya Walwin. Now, reading her profile, Madam Speaker, it said that public speaking wasn't one of her strong suits, but that video did not seem to justify that statement in her profile. She seemed rather confident on camera and very eloquent. But her dance is really part of what we celebrate here today and her amazing scholastic achievements. Looking at her profile, from being a cheer captain, being a champion cheer captain, let's put respect on that, and a dancer that has traveled and represented us beyond our shores, and still being able to be a scholar, sets a new narrative. And it is the narrative that we want people to respect and recognize, that you can be creative and you can be intelligent all at the same time. For too long, we have held creatives as persons without academic or scholastic achievements or potential. We are erasing that. This generation is making that change and showing them that yes, you could be a wonderful dancer, and yes, you can still be the brightest bulb in the room. And so Inaya, as the Minister of the Creative Economy, thank you for justifying what we've been saying to the nation all along. Creativity isn't just for those without academic potential. It is for all. And so, yes, give her a round of applause. And I take honor in presenting this to you today as one of the 25 most remarkable teens for 2025.
Congratulations again to Ms. Walwin. Next on our list is Ms. Tamia Lopez. Ms. Lopez is receiving this award for academics and spirit of hope. The Honourable Member for St. Christopher 2. Ms. Stapleton? Madam Clerk, is that correct? Yes. The Honourable Member for St. Christopher 2 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Tamaya Lopez. I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. The categories that I was nominated for were academics and spirit of hope. I believe I was nominated for academics because as a student, I strive to do my best within every subject. Also, I make sure that I equip myself with the necessary information I need to do excellent. Also for spirit of hope, I try my very best to make sure that everyone around me is seen or supported, and I love to spread positivity. What makes me remarkable is my faith, resilience, and my ability to grow through every season. I don't just aim for success for myself, but I aim to inspire others to believe in themselves as well.
One of my motto that I try to leave with everyone is that whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. That's it.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher too.
Madam Speaker, I rise at this time to acknowledge a dynamic, young, upcoming leader, Tamia Lopez. Madam Speaker, allow me at this time to take the opportunity to congratulate not just Tamia, but her family, her support system, who so far would have gotten her to this point. Tamia is a scholar of remarkable discipline. She sat, Madam Speaker, 15 CSEC subjects and obtained passes in all 15. However, Madam Speaker, what struck me most from looking at her profile, being a mom of 3 dogs, 3 dogs that I love passionately. I see Tamia volunteers her time every 2 weeks at BACS. Is this BACS and Talks? Talks and BACS? BACS, where they deal with, where they rescue and take care of stray animals. That touched me warmly. And that deserves a clock it. I know I don't have that. That's not parliamentary language, but I want to just acknowledge that not only does Tamir possess, the spirit of excellence in terms of academics, but she is passionate, she exhibits hope, and I think that's something that we, as a federation, as a parliament, as a government, as a country on a whole, should encourage. So I want to take this opportunity to commend you, Tamir, and all of your support, your family, and everyone who is here to support you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Congratulations again to Ms. Lopez. Next on our list is Ms. Nyla Taylor. Ms. Taylor is being awarded in the category of technology. The Honourable Member for Nevis 11 will present the award and give brief remarks.
Hi, my name is Nyla Taylor. I'm 16 years old and proudly representing the Gingerland Secondary School. I was nominated in the field of technology. I believe I was nominated for this category because of my passion for innovation and my dedication to helping others around me explore the world of technology. Over the past few years, I have been involved in various projects and programs that advocate for critical thinking and problem-solving skills, all in all adding up to me being nominated for this category. What makes me remarkable is my determination to continue learning. I enjoy finding creative solutions to problems and encouraging those around me. My main goal, however, is to inspire people around me that technology is not just any tool, but it is the building block of our future.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Nevis 11.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I deemed it an honor and a privilege to stand here this evening to say some words in commending Nyla Taylor for being awarded here this evening as one of the 25 most remarkable teens. Nyla, as I read your profile earlier today, I now understand why you were chosen and is being recognized this evening, because you're indeed remarkable in your exploit in the area of technology. what I'm seeing here is that you have accomplished quite a lot in a short period of time. And I will say further that it almost appears to me that you will be one of those bright shining stars who would certainly lay the foundation for a brighter and better future here in the Federation and in the world, of course. Technology, as we know, is the way of the future, and anyone who embraces it would be a part of the future and make a difference as we go along. I want to say to you, Nyla, that there is a song that comes to mind by Gloria Estefan. If I can reach higher, reach. If you can embrace that as a theme song for your journey as you go through life, that will certainly inspire you. It inspires me, and I'm sure many others out there. Listen to these songs and the words, and use those words as a means of inspiration so that you can certainly make the difference that you have set out to accomplish. I will say that you're doing the right things and continue to do so. It is difficult to say, but there are times when persons do not do the right thing and they end up in circumstances that we don't want in this federation. So you should always continue to be a shining example and be a trailblazer as you have indicated that you want to be. And before I close, let me apologize for the member for Nevis 10, who is from Gingerland as well, and he would have loved to come here to present this award to you. I'm doing so on his behalf, but he sends his commendation and congratulations to you as well. Continue to reach for the stars. And congratulations.
Congratulations again, Ms. Taylor. Next on our list is Ms. Jonesh Rogers. Ms. Rogers is being awarded as, well, in the area of passion and resilience. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8 will give brief remarks and present the award.
Greetings everyone, my name is Jonesh Rogers and I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I have been nominated under the categories of resilience and passion. I believe I was nominated for resilience and passion because I have proven my ability to overcome any challenges. My determination, my strength, and my willpower to overcome any challenges I encounter makes me remarkable. I also use these challenges as stepping stones to better myself.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise once again, and it's indeed a pleasure and a privilege to have the opportunity to say a few words about these remarkable, remarkable young people. Jonesh Rogers is being recognized for passion and resilience. And in reading her bio, I recognize that she would have gone through a very challenging time in her life as well, being the loss of her beloved father. But what is really, truly remarkable is despite this challenge and difficulty, she continues to thrive and to persevere. And that in itself makes her remarkable. But that in itself is not enough. She has turned what would be obvious pain. She has used that and continues to use it as fuel for what she continues to achieve. She's one who loves science. I think we have something in common there. She loves biology. I saw that in her profile, and she wants to be a pediatrician. People who want to be doctors are compassionate generally, but the most compassionate among doctors are pediatricians. So it tells me that she is a compassionate soul who is going to use her, I would say, academic achievement as one who loves biology and science to really serve humanity and serve the little ones as she aspires to be a pediatrician. I want to tell her that I was once her age and I once dreamt and I became a doctor. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. But she does not stop there. She is one who loves the creatives. And I agree with the member from number 4, that one can be talented in academics, in the creatives, and other things. And these remarkable young people are demonstrating that. She loves dance. She loves fashion. She loves makeup, nail design, all of these things. So it says, therefore, that she has an excellent balance, and that gives her better opportunity to achieve what she seeks to achieve. And I will say to her, don't ever think that fashion, makeup, and all of these things have nothing to do with being a pediatrician. You would encounter your young patients who love fashion, makeup, and design like yourself, and that can be a place where you can start your conversations and interactions. But I also see that you put it, every mistake is a lesson. For you to have uncovered that so young in your tenure on this earth is in itself remarkable. And so you would not see mistakes as an opportunity to mope and be depressed and to be down, but you would see them as an opportunity to learn and to grow even more. And so I take this opportunity to really commend you in being recognized for passion and for resilience. You are well deserving Dr. to be Rogers, and I congratulate you.
Congratulations again to Ms. Rogers. Next on our list is Ms. Marian Shelford. Ms. Shelford is being awarded in the area of Scholar Leader and STEM. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 7 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Mary Shelford. I am 16 years old and I attend the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. I am nominated for the categories of Scholar Leader and STEAM. I was nominated for these categories due to the consistency, mastery, and leadership I display in both academics and STEAM. I have maintained an outstanding academic performance throughout my academic journey since primary school. My innovation and leadership in technology can be seen through my work with the St. Kitts Nevis and OECS Robotics Association, respectively. Additionally, my lifelong passion for medicine has shaped my experiences and allowed me to merge science, technology, and compassion in meaningful ways. I am remarkable due to my unwavering resilience and drive. No matter the circumstance, I push forward and do my best in any situation. My commitment to service and growth reflects my belief that perseverance and purpose can turn any obstacle into an opportunity for success.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 7.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise to commend Mary Shelford, but in doing so, it would be remiss if they did not extend congratulations to all 25 of our remarkable teens. They are the exemplars of their peers and future generations, and we could look to a future positively, because should they continue on this remarkable journey on which they now are on, the future definitely will be bright. I turn with special pride to extend in particular my deepest commendation to Mary Shelford. Mary has grown into a remarkable young princess. I recall seeing her and seeing her growth over the many years. And I'm certain that her parents, Pastor Shelford and Mrs. Shelford, are indeed full of joy and happiness that this moment has come. She came, she settled in, and she is about to conquer the rest of the world. And so as someone who has seen her grow and has lived in her community, and she in mine, we live in the quiet neighborhood of Tabernacle. On behalf of my fellow villagers, I want to say how extremely pleased we are. We all admire you, and we want to congratulate you. The remarkable growth, the expanse of your involvement make you really an exceptional person, and one who we have great dreams will change the world for the better. I know that you have a particular interest and desire to deal with neurological disorders, and that has come in part from an ailment which your uncle had. He suffered from Alzheimer's disease. And I know, given the remarkable academic profile which you now at age 16 or thereabout has been able to shine so greatly, I am certain that you are going to become one of the best neurologists in the world. I commend you too for the mastery of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and the exceptional leadership you have been providing to St. Kitts and Nevis and the OECS in the area of robotics and in other areas. I commend you for the excellent job you did in representing St. Kitts and Nevis as a junior minister. I'm certain you did us all proud. So again, on behalf of the family, and the family now is of Tabernacle and your church community, because I know your mother in particular is very pleased that you have committed yourself to follow the word of God. And you have been demonstrating it in your commitment to church life and your remarkable faith. So from all of us, your school peers, the community of Tabernacle, your church community, and the national community of St. Kitts and Nevis, we say congratulations. The future is yours, and may God continue to bless you. Congratulations. Bless you.
Congratulations again to Ms. Shelford. Next on our list, and I apologize in advance, is Mr. Jadonnet Herbert. Jadon Herbert. Herbert is being awarded in the area of Scholar Athlete. The Honorable Member for Nevis 11 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Jadon Herbert. I am 18 years old and I represent the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated for the Scholar Athlete category. I believe I was chosen for this category because I've shown dedication, a strong work ethic, and the ability to adapt and contribute positively to any environment. I believe my calm and composed demeanor makes me remarkable, and my ability to overcome adversities.
I recognize the Honorable Member for Nevis 11.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. It gives me great pleasure once again to rise, Madam Speaker, to say congratulations to Jadon. I believe I got it correct. Jadon, okay. Well, Jadon, as I read your profile earlier today, the first word that jumped out at me is the word resilience. Profile starts with that word. And what is resilience? Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficult circumstances, overcome challenges, and of course, overcome adversities as well. And I believe your life encapsulates all that. If we were to understand what you'd have gone through your lifetime, then we would understand exactly what has brought you here today in terms of your resilience. And so I want to say to you that we are proud of you and are proud of your accomplishments. It says here in your profile that you have done exceedingly well in academia. If I were to read just a few lines, because many persons may not have read this before who are listening out there, so I want to give you commendation for what you have done at the CXC level. It says you would have passed 9 CXC subjects back in 2024, earned 13 awards and distinctions that placed you on the principals list, the honor roll and merit list. These are awards that you would have accomplished through your exploits in academia. It also says that you have done well in cricket. You have made the Leeward Islands under-19 team. You have also says that you have represented the Nevis Cricket Association as well, in various leagues also. That is commendable. And why I'm saying this, I want the whole world to know that Jadon would have gone through some challenging times where he would have lost his mom at the age of 4. He would have lost his caretaker, someone who would have taken care of him since the age of 4 up until just a year ago. That's his aunt, who would have passed as well. But I do believe in the audience here today, his uncle is here, and other family members are here supporting Jadon. And it speaks to the support system that he has had over the years. Although those challenges were there, although the difficult times were there are persons who would have been there in his life to ensure that he walks the straight and narrow, as we say sometimes. And so, Jadon, your accomplishment this evening is certainly what we embrace in terms of you being recognized here this evening as one of the 25 most remarkable teens. And I certainly would want to say to you that I'm excited about your future, because in your profile it says that you will continue your pursuit of excellence to ensure that you continue to make not only yourself proud, your entire family, and of course the entire federation, and I dare say the entire world, because at some point you'll have an impact on the world at large. And so I want to congratulate you once again. Continue to walk the straight and narrow, continue to believe in yourself, and continue to do the things that will make you into an excellent human being and a genuine young man. So congratulations once again. And before I quit, your godfather said to say congratulations to you. Your godfather is Eric Evelyn.
Congratulations again, Mr. Herbert. Next on our list is Miss Natalie Henry. Ms. Henry is being awarded in the area of academics. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher IV will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Natalie Henry. I'm 13 years old and I attend the Washington Archibald High School. I was nominated for academics. I think I was nominated for that category because I'm very passionate about learning, and whatever I learn, I always like to use it in a positive way. What makes me remarkable is my dedication and how I never give up. No matter how hard school gets, I always try to give it my all. And in any after-school activities and church activities, you can always find me there, lending a helping hand, and if any of my classmates are struggling in any areas, I'm always there to help them out. What makes me remarkable is my dedication and how I never give up. I always try to do my best, and no matter how hard school gets, I always give it my all. And in any after-school activities and church activities, you can always find me there, lending a helping hand. And if any of my classmates are struggling in any areas, I'm always there to help them.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher IV.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise again to give my credit to this remarkable young lady, Natalie Henry. Now, Madam Speaker, I think I just heard 13 years old. 13 years old. She almost did not make it here today. Just crossing the line as a teen. But, Madam Speaker, while she has just crossed the line into teenage years, she already has a distinction in agriculture that she got in first form. And in second form, a grade 2 in EDPM. And she's just 13 years old. A scholar beyond her years. But what also brings me joy, Madam Speaker, is recognizing that she loves fashion, she loves to dance, she's a creative as well. So here we have another scholar that is a creative and brilliant. But she has a distinction in agriculture. Let's not forget that. So as we celebrate her, let us give credit to the future agriculturalists. I'm already putting it there. That's going to not only dance, but design her way into the future and into our hearts. And let us know that she's here to be brilliant, but also to be creative, and also to be an agriculturalist. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, Ms. Henry. Next on our list is Miss Ajani Hodge. Energy, energy, energy. Ms. Hodge is being awarded in the area of academics and youth activism. The Honorable Member for Nevis 11 will give brief remarks and present the award.
Hi everyone, I am Ajani Hodge, a Form 4 student of the Gingerland Secondary School. I was nominated in the categories of academics and youth activism. I I believe I was nominated in these categories because of my hard work and passion for what I do. Whether it is in academics or youth activism, I always try to give of my best. I absolutely love learning new things, helping others, and using my voice to inspire positive change among young people. What makes me remarkable is me. I am authentic, kind, caring, resilient, and so much more. I see myself as a reflection of God's gifts, meant to help me fulfill my purpose. Each day, I strive to live by Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Daily, I ask God for guidance and to make me an instrument to inspire and uplift others so that they too can see that they are remarkable.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Nevis 11.
Thank you once again, Madam Speaker. And Ajane, congratulations to you. I can add some words, yes, but your speech just a while ago is enough. I think you're just a marvelous person, and your accomplishments, I believe, are worthy of commendation. And so I want to say to you, Ajane, that your journey has just started. This award, I believe, is one of many to come in the future, because your mindset, I believe, suggests to me that you'll continue your pursuit of excellence. As it says here in your profile, though, it says that you want to become a neurologist. Oh, it says neurologist. I apologize, because that is what it says here, neurologist, but a neurosurgeon. Okay, so then you'll be dealing with some real, how should I put it? The doctor there will tell me exactly how it goes. He's a professional doctor, so he would say. But anyway, neurosurgeons deal with the brain and so forth, and spine and that type of thing. So real sensitive stuff. I believe you have that temperament to do so. And so your impact on this federation and the world is ahead of us, and we look forward to that. I want to also say that based on what I'm seeing here, it just seems like you have a unique pattern for success, because this whole page is a page of success from the top to the bottom. Because at an early age, you would have gone out in the community and gotten involved in community-related activities. You have done well at your school. You have done well in church life. And so you're a well-rounded person, because you have set out to do the things that would make a difference in your life and all of the persons around you with whom you interact. And so I want you to continue in your pursuit and continue to be an example for all those who would have gone before you and those who are to come. Because we all look for role models, and you can certainly be that type of role model that many persons can look towards. So congratulations once again, and continue to be that wonderful, remarkable person that you've been recognized as this evening. But in your life, continue to do just that, and so we can be all proud of you here in this federation. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations again, Ms. Hodge. Next on our list is Mr. Taquan James. Mr. James is being awarded in the category of Youth Activism. The Honourable Member for St. Christopher I will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Taquan James. I am 18 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I have been nominated for the category of Youth Activism. My mindset and dedication makes me remarkable. Not only do I look to achieve the goals that I've set out for myself, I look to excel at those goals. More importantly, I seek to encourage and motivate others around me and within my community. If one person succeeds, we all succeed. I believe that I have been nominated for this category because of my active role in youth development, community engagement, and sports and development. I am a part of various youth clubs such as the CFBC Bulls Ambassador Club and the sporting community, in which I seek to include all youths despite their social status and physical abilities.
I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher I.
Madam Speaker, I rise again to congratulate Tikwan, Mr. James, and I read Rising High as a champion of service. From the video just now, you would recognize that he is a natural athlete, one who is very involved in his academics community, and what struck me most is as a footballer, he has played for the Newtown Football Club and has moved on as well to become a referee. So I am depending on him to make sure that he continue to build the community through sports and build the Newtown Club. But what really stands out, many of you might not remember, but in 2024 at our budget sitting, the national consultation that is, he was one of the bold students who stood up in that forum and made his contribution, ensuring that everything that government decides to do, they must have the youth involved. And this is commendable because it's not too often you find males being so bold. And I want to commend him. Of course, he has Newtown blood in him, so he has that. And I can see you reaching places, both in your academic pursuit and also your ability in the various sporting disciplines, because you're excellent volleyball player as well. So the Honorable Samuel Duggins, he promised to bring a volleyball court over in East Bastia, so you'll have a home in your home. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, Mr. James. Next on our list is Mr. Jacory Isaac. Mr. Isaac is being awarded in the area of art and creativity. The senator opposite, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Jones, will present the award and give brief remarks.
Hello, good day, St. Nevis. My name is Jacory Isaac, and I'm representing the Nevis Sixth Form College. I was proudly nominated for the Art and Creativity category. I was nominated for this category for my skill, hard work, and dedication in this field. I am remarkable for my skill in many different aspects of art, like graphic design, drawing, and photography, not to mention my hard work and dedication to make sure that all my pictures end up A1.
I recognize the Honorable Senator Jones.
Madam Speaker, I rise to congratulate Mr. Jacori Isaac in the area of art and creativity. Jacori embodies the spirit of excellence. And Madam Speaker, I can say here today that he has a very bright future ahead of him. He is visionary, gifted, innovative, and truly inspirational. Madam Speaker, Jacori, at 19 years of age, has accomplished many goals. As per his bio, he created winning masterpieces, including the official symbol for our country's energy unit. He earned the People's Choice Award in an OECS competition where his art graces the 2025 OECS calendar. Madam Speaker, he has also constructed platforms and murals at the Charlestown Secondary School, and he has launched his own business. And I like it. It is created by Corey, but it is created with a K. Madam Speaker, his achievements is truly outstanding, and I want to commend Mr. Jacori for his accomplishment in art and creativity. It is equally impressive to note his passion for volunteering and giving back to his community. Jacori, I want you to continue to be open-minded and passionate about your work. As a founder and president of the Nevis Sixth Form Media Club, continue to guide and lead your peers and other young creatives. I pray that you continue to reap the rewards of your effort, and may God continue to bless you. Your mom is here, and I know she's all smiles. And I told her when I came, I said, you don't have a child here, you know, he's my child, so I'm accepting all of them. But Jacori, your art designs and contributions to local and regional competitions, along with your photography and videography at significant events, including the St. Kitts Music Festival, Culturama, Summer Crush, have left an indelible mark on our memories. We applaud you. We congratulate you. We are extremely proud of you. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Congratulations again, Mr. Isaac. Next on our list is Miss Camille Hewlett-Hobson. Ms. Hobson is being awarded in the area of Most Promising and School Pride. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher I will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Camille Hewlett-Hobson. I am 16 years old, and I attend the Immaculate Conception Catholic School. I am nominated for the categories of Most Promising and School Pride. I think I was nominated for the categories of Most Promising and School Pride because I lead with purpose and positivity. I am deeply proud of my school and the values it represents: teamwork, integrity, and excellence. I do my best to create an environment where every student feels inspired to succeed. As I look to the future, whether that is as a psychologist or the CEO in STEM, I want to make the world a better place, not only for myself, but for my community and my country. What makes me remarkable is my unwavering dedication to growth, service, and leadership. Whether that is leading my student council, dancing on stage, or representing my country in robotics, I always put my best foot forward and try to lift up others around me.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher I.
Madam Speaker, I rise again to speak briefly on this remarkable teen in the Most Promising and School Pride category. You heard quite a lot in the promotional video. I know her like the others personally. She has represented the Federation as the youngest member of the National Robotics Team in 2024. And
she caused our federation to get special recognition or ranking, which is commendable. And of course, universities also highlighted her work. At a very early age, she started taking her CXCs and has been successful up until today. She mixed it with her involvement in her community as a dancer and of course a leader in her school and also her church, because she has served as the president of the student council and also the Catholic Association, Student Association. And when you go to her church, there are times you see her taking active part in the service as a lector. What is moving for me with many of these 25 most remarkable teens is the indication of their faith in God and the work that they are doing in the vineyard, and we continue to pray and cover our young people. Miss Hewlett Hobson, I congratulate you and I wish you well, and I know you have many more robotics conferences to attend.
Congratulations again to Miss Hewlett Hobson. Next on our list is Mr. Remiel Thompson. Mr. Thompson is being awarded in the category of Spirit of Hope and Youth Activism. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 7 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Remiel Thompson. I am 17 years old. I attended the Keyan High School and I am currently employed at the Bastia Animal Rescue Center. I am nominated under the categories Spirit of Hope and Youth Activism. I believe I was nominated for these categories because individuals around me recognized the positive change I was trying to make, whether it was in my church, my community, my school, or my workplace. I am remarkable because of my heart for service and my ability to lead with empathy. I'm passionate about bringing hope to where others see brokenness, pushing myself as well as others beyond their limits, and creating opportunities for both people and animals to feel valued and cared for. For me, it's not about being perfect, but just showing up and making that positive impact.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 7.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Remiel Thompson has acquitted himself well. And so I could be more than brief. But I really want to extend congratulations not only to Remiel Thompson, but also to his proud parents, Warren and Michelle Thompson. But equally, I know somewhere Agatha Thompson, Agatha Garnett, his grandmother, is somewhere beaming with joy that her grandson has attained this accolade and has acquitted himself so well tonight. So, Mrs. Garnett, wherever you are, I am here singing your praises because I know how much you love your family, Michelle, and all the grandchildren. This young man from the record is being awarded for Spirit of Hope and youth activism. And when we read the profile, we get a sense of a young man with a big heart and big dreams of service with compassion. And I want to commend him. He's showing a caring for all God's creations, humans and animals. And his future goal is to become an outstanding veterinarian. And he's now getting internship and, of course, practice with Dr. Pipe, who is one of our outstanding veterinarians in the country. So I want to commend them. Mrs. Garnett his grandmother was a devout Christian. And I know that she's real pleased that not only the parents, but her grandson is continuing that pathway of faith and service to God. And that he is excelling both in Bible studies, in being a spiritual leader for his peers, in being a musician, and doing an excellent job in that regard, perhaps as equal to his mother, who is one of our best singers in the country. So the talent is in the genes. Again, I commend him for his work, wish him all the very best in his future careers, and pray that the God will continue to bless him, take him through all the vicissitudes of life, but he can be assured always of the strong support of his father, Warren Thompson, and his mother, Michelle. Congratulations again, and all the very best wishes from all of us who know the family, and as a parliamentary representative for Lodge and Constituency 7, I take immense pride in seeing that you have accomplished so much in such a short period of time. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, Mr. Liebert. Next on our list is Miss Shakalia Tatum Fifield. Apologies. I skipped one. Next on our list is Mr. Jaden Liebert. Mr. Liebert is being awarded in the category of Scholar Athlete. Senator Opposite and Deputy Speaker Honorable Jones will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Jaden Liebert, and I am 19 years old. I represent the Nevis Sixth Form College. I was nominated in the category of Scholar Athlete. I believe I was chosen in this category because I have consistently demonstrated excellence in academics and athletics. Over the years, I have committed myself not only to achieving high standards in the classroom, but also pushing my boundaries on the track. As a scholar athlete, the ability to balance both worlds while upholding values like perseverance, teamwork, and responsibility is pivotal to my success. And as such, I have shown that I can thrive under pressure, stay focused on my goals, and lead by example. This recognition reflects my dedication, resilience, and passion I bring into everything I do. I believe I am remarkable because life's path has molded me into someone with an exceptional repertoire of abilities that differentiates me from my peers. As a teen, I challenged myself in 2023 and pursued 11 CSEC subjects all in one sitting and achieved 5 distinctions and 6 grade 2s. Fueled by my purpose and my unwavering will to persevere, I was able to achieve this academic success while adhering to a consistent schedule for athletics. Over the years, I have risen with determination when the path is unclear as a promising athlete. After sustaining an injury in 2024, I prepared assiduously for my next opportunity. And in the most recent school meet in 2025, I placed first in the 100, 200, and 400 meters and achieved a new personal best of 22.6 seconds in the 200 meters. This accomplishment not only reflects my dedication and echo of resilience, but also serves as motivation for others. With the true essence of a Libra, the powerful symbol of the scales, I strive for equilibrium, not just in the world around me, but within myself. I channel my energy into becoming the best version of myself, not for applause, but for purpose. I lead with positivity, I grow through challenges, and I shine with authenticity. I strive to be a role model, to inspire others, and to prove that you can be both intellectually sharp and athletically fierce. All this and more makes me remarkable.
I recognize the Honourable Senator Jones.
Madam Speaker, from the video presentation, we can all agree that Jaden is a force to be reckoned with. And Madam Speaker, I want to stand here today to say how proud I am of Jaden. I think it would be okay for me to say I helped raise Jaden. His mom and his aunt can attest because I coached Jaden. Jaden was an athlete of the Gladiators Track Club and I was the coach, and I coached him for many years. And what I liked about Jaden was that he was always determined. Even if Jaden felt like this task would have been too much for him, he never complained. He always said, okay, I'm gonna give my best. And for me, his best was always good enough. Madam Speaker, he always tried to balance athletics with academics. And even after training, because they don't just train and go home, they train and then give me problems after. We talk about life, growth, education, how important it is to balance athletics and academics. And Jaden would say when he goes home, he's gonna do his homework, he's gonna get it all done before he goes and do anything else. And look at where it got him today. I want to commend his mom, Miss Diane Hobson. She's also a former teacher. She keeps me up to date with what is happening in Jaden's life. And his aunt, who is his second mom, and his third mom, she too plays a critical role in his development. And I want to say here today that Jaden, we are beyond proud of you. And I want you to keep up the good work. You are truly a leader. Continue to lead, and I can guarantee you others will follow you. Madam Speaker, he mentioned achieving 1160 subjects. I have to repeat it again, 5 1s, 6 grade 2s. But it started before secondary school. In elementary school, he stood out as a top boy, placing second best on the island in English. And he earned the S.L. Hosford's Award for Outstanding Performance in Mathematics. Madam Speaker, Jaden too is a member, a proud member of the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association, and he has earned awards, and I want to highlight them. He earned the Innovation Showcase Award, the Robo Mindset Excellence Trophy, and the Outstanding Leadership and Passion for Robotics. Madam Speaker, it is Jaden's goal, his career goal, is to become an electrical and technical engineer, I encourage you to remain steadfast and focused. Remain grounded in your faith, your love for art, education, sports, and most importantly, family. Jaden, as I mentioned before, I'm extremely proud of you. And I know your fellow athletes who I trained with you are looking at you here today, and they too are proud. We are all proud of you. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Mr. Liebert. Next on our list is Miss Shakelia Tatum Fifield. Ms. Tatum Fifield is being awarded in the category of Academics and Courage to Overcome. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher II will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Shakelia Tatum Fifield. I am 16 years old and I attend the Washington Archibald High School. I am nominated for Academics and Courage to Overcome. I believe I was nominated for these categories because I always put my best foot forward. Also, I faced one of the hardest challenges of my life at a critical age. However, I managed to push through and achieve great things. My strength, determination, resilience, and ability to adapt to new environments are the characteristics that makes me remarkable. Additionally, my self-esteem has allowed me to overcome my fears, which resulted in me being the Miss Labour Queen 2025-2026.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher II.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise at this time to give brief remarks on the remarkable teen, Shakelia Tatum Fifield. Madam Speaker, her bio starts with saying Shakelia, has already written a story defined by excellence and courage. Shakelia, since primary school, Madam Speaker, has been gracing the honor roll every single year. And I think that's commendable. It earned her the prestigious TDC Warren Tyson Memorial Scholarship. And Madam Speaker, Shakelia didn't stop there. She's now enrolled at the Washington Archibald High School, and she has managed every year to be a top-tier student and be on the principal's list. She was even there in 2024. And I'm sure in 2025, your name will be there as well, Shakelia. Outside of her excellence, Madam Speaker, in academics, Shakelia is a leader. Shakelia is a leader. And she has used her voice. She entered the Miss Washington Archibald High School pageant and came second runner-up. There, she used her voice, and in the Miss Labour, St. Kitts Nevis Miss Labour pageant, where she excelled in every single segment.
Repeat, history.
I was sitting there. I was rooting for the Central Basta contestant, but Shakelia excelled in every single segment and managed to earn the title of the Miss Labour. What is striking though, what is striking is not just that Shakelia has beauty and brains, but she uses her voice whenever she graces a stage. She uses her voice for good. And I think that is commendable. She has used her voice to empower persons, and she continues to be an advocate for good. And I want to commend you, Shakalia. I want to encourage you to continue to using your voice for good. Continue to take up space. As a woman, a young female, continue to take up space. I want to congratulate you, and I look forward to hearing excellent things about you in your future. I wish you and your family, I commend and congratulate all of you, and I wish you all the best.
Congratulations again, Ms. Tatum Fifield. Next on our list is Avani Wyatt. Ms. Wyatt is being awarded in the categories of volunteerism and performing arts. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher I will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Avani Wyatt. I am 17 years old. I transitioned from the Immaculate Conception Catholic School to the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated for volunteerism and performing arts. From a very young age, volunteerism has always been a major part of my life because of my mother. As a member of the SKN Teen Club, volunteerism is a major role to the club's mandates. Now I have the time and resources to help others. As a dancer and a member at LEAP SKN, I am able to use my platform to help younger girls with the development of their self-esteem, confidence, and uniqueness. What makes me remarkable is my drive to create positive change. I want to actually take action through volunteering, performing, or empowering others. I want to lead with purpose.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher I.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise at this time for the last time presenting an award, and it gives me great pleasure to present it to Ms. Wyatt. As you looked at her walking in, many of you would expect to see her on the national stage in terms of the Miss Synkits. Much grace. But I am moved, Madam Speaker, because the category that she's been awarded in volunteerism and the performing arts is a good mix, especially volunteerism, because in this time when it's hard to find people volunteering, here you have an example, a role model giving up of her time in her various areas. And I want to commend her and ask her to pull others with her when it comes to volunteerism. That is what made me who I am, was volunteering, helping out, doing everything, maybe too enough, but it paid off. Don't be discouraged by the comments you will hear. Go after it. And the fact that you are now taking your performance, I would put it this way, to another level. Not only as a dancer, but the dance group lends itself the opportunity for you to become a tutor. And here again, you'll get an opportunity to bless lives, younger children. And once you continue to walk the way how you're walking, many others would look at you and want to emulate you. So I want to congratulate you, and I listen out for further things with your name being called. And it gives me great pleasure to
present this award, the last one that I have. While I peruse the document, Madam Speaker, the booklet, I realize 7 or 8 of the remarkable teens are from my constituency. I have nothing to do with it. We are just excelling, and I congratulate all of them.
Congratulations again, Ms. Wyatt. Next on our list is Mr. Nigel Miller. Mr. Miller is being awarded in the category of Courage to Overcome. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8 will give brief remarks and present the award.
And I currently attend Windsor University School of Medicine. I was nominated for Courage to Overcome. I think I was nominated for this category because even though I went through some really tough and unfortunate times, I was able to persevere through them with the help of family, friends, and teachers. The things that make me remarkable are my ability to keep pushing forward, never staying down, and my effort to work for the things that I want. I want to say thank you to my mom, my sisters, my dad, my stepmom, and my teachers and friends for helping me get to where I am today.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise to again really relish the opportunity to speak and to give a short presentation on a remarkable teen. But especially I want to say, with respect to Nigel, I heard his mom. I haven't seen her, but I heard the voice. And you know, she lives in Upper Monkey Hill. That's where I'm exactly from. And she's from the great state of St. Peter's, where I'm also from. But what is remarkable here is I've seen Nigel grown over the years. He was always well-disciplined, well-mannered, and respectable, even as a young boy. He showed great promise. I remember when I went to the graduation when he was in grade 6, and he excelled even at that level. And so he had been destined to arrive where he has. But his road has not been easy. He lost his father, and he lost his stepmother, persons who were close to him. And that left him fundamentally with his mother, who is part of our migrant community. And she worked extremely hard for him. She never gave up on him despite the challenges and difficulties. And in turn, Nigel did not sway from the path, even though he had suffered great losses so early in his life. And that is why I agree with him when he says his ability to persevere even during difficult circumstances. And so to see him reach here, and I read his bio, and I recognize that he wants to be a doctor, an emergency room physician, or general surgeon, born out of some of the tragedies that he would have suffered. And instead of allowing that to hold him down, that has become the fuel necessary for the passion that is required to achieve what he wants to achieve. And so, Nigel, you have achieved much thus far. I am extremely proud of you. You have made it. I want to recognize your mom, hard-working, humble woman who lives in Upper Monkey Hill. And sure, and I know you have recognized by now that despite the challenges and difficulties, you can always overcome and excel. And I want to say to you, continue on that path. You're almost there. Don't give up. Nigel, congratulations.
Congratulations again, Mr. Miller. Next on our list is Mr. Dervonje Stokes. Mr. Stokes is being awarded in the category of leadership. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 5, Dr. Sean Richards, will give brief remarks and present the award.
Greetings. My name is Dervonje Stokes. I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I am nominated under the category of leadership. I believe that I was nominated for this category because I lead by example, whether it is my academic groups, my sports, which I'm the captain of the school's cricket team. I tend to take a very positive approach to every situation, and I also uplift others around me. What makes me remarkable is my go-getter mindset. I am very ambitious and very self-driven, so I know when I want something, there is no obstacle in my way that can hinder me from gaining success.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher 5.
Madam Speaker, I rise once more to commend and present this award to a remarkable
My name is
young
Lily
man,
Libert Cranston.
Mr.
I am 16
Dervonje
years old and I attend Dr. Denzel Llewellyn Douglas Secondary School. I was nominated for the categories Most Promising and Scholar Athlete. As a student athlete, my teachers and counselors have realized my excellence. I have represented my country at an international level
and I
during
want to encourage him to continue to do so. I note from his profile, Madam Speaker, that he is credited with being a good orator. And so, as he came in, I actually looked forward to hearing his interview. I must say I was a bit surprised because when I heard good orator, and sometimes it's some of the biases that we have, I was expecting a tall person. But it says to you that regardless of stature, size, etc., that we all have our share of talents. Some of the persons who have been noted to be good orators, you have Maya Angelou, you have Martin Luther King Jr., two individuals who used their speaking skills to advance civil rights of others. On the other hand, you have persons like Winston Churchill and you have Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler has been two politicians, and Adolf Hitler has been quite controversial in terms of some of the acts that he would have committed. So it says to us that while we may be talented, it is what we use our talents to do. Thus far, Mr. Stokes has used his talents positively, and we would want to encourage him to continue to do so. His profile states that his ambition is to become a real estate person. And so he wants to build homes, he wants to build communities. As far as I'm concerned, while he's not yet building homes, he's already building communities. His profile speaks to the cricket team and the fact that he would have motivated the members of his cricket team. His profile speaks to the fact that he has been sought after in terms of giving vote of thanks, in terms of giving motivational speeches, etc. So he has been building persons to the extent that he was previously awarded by, I think it is the Department of Youth Empowerment, and he was given the title of Star Boy, an award for his outstanding contributions as a role model. It also states that he is quite supportive and defensive of his sisters. So here is a young man who has been building others, who has been building communities. Indeed, this year, 2025, he is fittingly being awarded as one of the 25 most remarkable teens. May he continue to shine. I look forward to hearing bigger and better things about him, and perhaps living in one of the communities that he has contributed towards building.
Congratulations again, Mr. Stokes. We're winding down. The next on our list is Miss Malin Liebert Cranston. Miss Liebert is receiving her award for Most Promising Scholar Athlete. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher IV will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Malin Liebert Cranston. I am 16 years old and I attend the Dr. Denzel Llewellyn Douglas Secondary School. I was nominated for the categories Most Promising and Scholar Athlete. As a student athlete, my teachers and counselors have realized my excellence. I have represented my country at an international level during crucial moments I needed to be present in school. However, my ability to continuously perform exceptionally well in my academics while maintaining a successful athletic career are the reasons why I think I was nominated for these categories. What makes me remarkable is my drive to succeed. I am ambitious, intelligent, and determined. I constantly set high goals for myself and work hard to achieve them, whether in academics, athletics, or personal growth. Being remarkable reflects my determination and excellence in both my academics and athletics.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher IV.
Madam Speaker, with your leave I rise to give credit to not just a promising scholar athlete, but a true young leader in the making. Madam Speaker, you're a netballer yourself. And you know that generally the netball game is sort of led by the center position. And I see she has been remarkable in that position, a young leader in the making. She not only is a national player in netball, but she's a remarkable scholar as well. And not only is she that, she spans the entire gamut of sports, creative, and scholastic achievements. This is what we would love all of our young leaders to emulate, all of our teens to emulate. Persons like Ms. Liebert Cranston. And tonight I take great honor to award her with this award as one of the most remarkable teens for 2025. But I want to also take this time, as it is my last time standing, to give credit to all the teens tonight for their remarkable work and their success. Miss Liebert Cranston, continue shining with excellence, not just on the court, but in the classrooms and in every corridor of life that you walk. And just know that SKNIS and Nevis is honored and proud to have a star as bright as you are as one of our most remarkable teens for 2025.
Congratulations again, Miss Liebert Cranston. In fact, to be quite honest, she's one of the most dynamic center court players that I've seen in years. I've seen her in action, and I have to commend her. No, she's from the country, and I'm trying to recruit her for the Aces Netball Club. Next on our list is Mr. Dominion Woodley. Mr. Woodley is being awarded in the area of leadership, in the areas of leadership and technology. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Dominion Woodley. I am 18 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy College. I was nominated for leadership and technology. I believe I was nominated because of my passion for using technology to solve real-life problems and exhibiting leadership skills in projects to help and inspire others to grow. What makes me remarkable is my drive to use technology to make a difference and motivate others to reach their potential. I lead with purpose and try to create opportunities to uplift my peers and by extension my country. Thank you to my mother, my family and friends, and Dr. Neil for believing in me and helping me become the person I am today.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher.
I can hear the voice of the proud mom. I must say how, in reading the bio for Mr. Woodley, was quite inspiring. I think that he has uncovered and discovered one of the principles of being a successful person. And that is, how do you apply your skills, knowledge, competence, and aptitude toward building the life that you desire. Mr. Woodley is one who loves technology. And technology, as you know, is what is taking over the world. If you're not connected to technology, you'll be left behind. And therefore, it tells me that he's on a path to achieve and do great things. At this tender age, and probably sometimes when I say tender, they don't think that's a tender in age, but as they grow older and reflect, they would recognize how young they really were at this particular time in their life. But one who is in technology, robotics, a webmaster, I mean, these are excellent achievements. And so I want to continue to encourage him really to reach higher heights. Why this is important? Because the world over the last, I would say, 3 decades to 4 decades, the shift was created by young people. Bill Gates, who was in technology, who used to play on his parents' computers down in the basement and garage, created Windows 95. Maybe he wasn't born as yet, but that shifted the computer world. And then we had Windows, I think, 98. And then we move on to Steve Jobs with Apple, very young as well. And then we move on to Facebook, very young man. None of them, I think, would have been in their 30s by the time they would have made significant contributions. And when I see what he is achieving at this tender age, it tells me that he has the potential to also make great shifts here in St. Kitts and Nevis and throughout the region. And because he has been exposed to robotics, and I know he would have been in contact with persons at the international stage when it comes to technology, that tells me he has seen the world, his eyes are opened, and he's ready to continue to build, not just for here, but on the international stage. Another thing that struck me about him, that with all of this, he's using his skills not just to solve real-life problems, as he has pointed out, but he has used it, or he continues to use this particular talent in the service of the church and God. I mean, that is remarkable. That in itself is remarkable. So he has all the ingredients to be successful. Talented, has an aptitude, has been exposed, has had some accomplishments. And in addition to that, he's solving real-life problems with technology. And in addition to that, he recognizes that all of this is as a result of his faith. And he uses that talent given to him in the service of his faith. And lastly to say, because he's a man of faith, I think I read somewhere in the Bible where talents or gifts were given to certain people. One person got a lot, one person got one. The man who got one put it under a bushel and said he's waiting until the master comes to use it. And the man who had a lot, he used them in service. And when the master returned, the master said, well, you had one and you didn't use it, but you had a lot and you used them. But this is not a fair game. You did not use your one, so I'm going to take your one and give it to those who were using, even though they had more than you. The principle is, when given a talent and an aptitude and a know-how, use it in the service of people, your community, and for God. And I know he has read this story before, so I'm just here to echo the sentiments of the principles and the moral of that great Bible story. So, Mr. Woodley, I wish you all the best. Keep going. You're on the right path. And we, of course, look forward to your greater accomplishments. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, Mr. Woodley. And last but not least, the final awardee this evening is Mr. McCall Walters. Mr. Walters is being awarded in the areas of academics and music. The Honorable Member for St. Christopher 8 will give brief remarks and present the award.
My name is Michael Waters. I am 17 years old and I attend the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College. I was nominated under academics and music. I believe I was nominated for these categories because of my academic position and musical creativity, excelling as a top student in various subjects and being an accomplished musician. My achievements reflect my dedication, passion for excellence. I am remarkable because of my drive and dedication to always do good and make a difference in everything I do, whether it's music, academics, or even just being myself. I set goals and always work hard to accomplish them, no matter the difficulties. I'd like to thank everyone and give credit to those who helped me through this journey and helped me to say, I am remarkable.
Madam Speaker, with your leave, I rise.
I recognize the Honorable Member for St. Christopher.
And this is the last one for the evening, but definitely not the least. And so I want to really recognize Mr., and I hope I get the name right, McCall Walters. Michael Walters. And so, in reading his bio, he again is one who is excelling. And I want to reiterate that we should not think that they are too young to accomplish what they are accomplishing. If you read history, Joan of Arc, who was a young woman in France, by the time she was a late teenager, she had accomplished significant achievements in France. And then later on, she was acknowledged by the Catholic Church as a saint. Very young. You go back in the Bible, at 33, I think, is when Jesus would have done most of his earthly work, for those who read the Bible. Very young. You go into science and you look at Einstein. Einstein did most of his discoveries in his 20s. The older he got, the less he discovered. And I'm saying that to say that our young people have the same potential and the same capabilities. The reason why we are seeing them excel, especially at this time, is because they are being exposed, and with strong, great minds and great parents and guardians, they are now excelling. So we have to continue to foster the environment for people like Mr. Walters. He's a musician in the making. He's already a musician and has great talent and opportunity to accomplish much more. Again, if you go back to the musical greats, most of their greatest accomplishments were when they were young people. And so it means, therefore, that we have to foster that kind of environment for people like Mr. Walters to continue to thrive. And so I want to congratulate him, because when I look at his bio, and they said he was a music person, a person with inclination to music, I thought it was just because maybe he sing or drum. But when I read, I realized he understands and he studies the theory of music. So he has delved deep into the world of music from an academic perspective, and also from the perspective of one who plays music as well. And in addition to that, he has his academic accomplishment. And in addition to that, he's part of the Robotic Association. And so therefore, I want to say that these young people, and he's a good example of our best here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And so I want to congratulate you, Mr. Walters, on your tremendous achievement. I want to tell you to continue. You'll have ups and downs and challenges and difficulties, but as you said, you are really one who overcome. And I encourage you to continue to work to overcome any challenge that you might face in your life. You're on a good path, and all of us here, including, well, we are supporting your parents, your guardians, and all those who have been directly involved in your development in becoming who you truly should be, because you have demonstrated it even at this tender age. Congratulations to Mr. Walters.
Congratulations again, Mr. McCall. We are at the end of the presentation of awards. Next item, please.
Adjournment. On the adjournment, the National Assembly will receive brief remarks from Mr. Clive Saunders, Director of Youth Empowerment.
Honourable Members of Parliament, Permanent Secretary and other senior government officials, members of the Department of Youth for both St. Kitts and Nevis, media professionals, interview panel members, profile writers, photographers, proud parents and guardians, nominators, supporters, viewing and listening audience, and most importantly, our incredible 25 most remarkable teens. Good evening. It is a profound honor to be here tonight to celebrate the exceptional achievements of our 25 most remarkable teens of St. Kitts and Nevis for 2025. We gather to honor the journey, the countless hours of hard work, the moments of doubts overcome, the unwavering dedication to excellence that has brought each of you to this stage. Tonight, we celebrate your passion, your perseverance, and your potential. Be proud of what you have accomplished. Your success is a testament to your commitment, resilience, and belief in yourselves. You have learned that challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities to grow, and that true success is built on a foundation of discipline and perseverance. But this achievement is not solely your own. Look around you. It is a reflection of the unwavering support you have received from your families, teachers, and communities, who have believed in you even when you doubted yourselves. Thank you to everyone who has been a pillar of support on this journey. Remarkable Teens of 2025, the future is yours to shape. Use the energy, the creativity, and the courage that you possess to continue innovating, challenging norms, and pursuing your passion. The world needs your unique talents and your fresh perspectives. Let this moment be a springboard for even greater achievements. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and for reminding us all of the incredible power of youth. Keep shining brightly. We are so proud of you, Madam Speaker, honorable members, we've now had the privilege to recognize a total of 375 young people for this remarkable award, and we at the Department of Youth are super proud of this achievement. On behalf of the youth team, thank you sincerely for your continued partnership over the years. I cannot end this evening without thanking the hard-working staff of the Department of Youth Empowerment. Thank you for executing another excellent 25 Most Remarkable Teen ceremony. A powerful team, and trust me, we are. We will continue to develop and empower the youths of our Federation. May it please you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Saunders, Director of Youth and Empowerment. Honorable members, this brings us to the end of this evening's proceedings. However, I wish to give a brief vote of thanks before we have the motion. There are a number of persons who work behind the scenes, and sometimes it is often taken for granted the tools, the resources, and the skills that go into preparing for ceremonies such as this and Parliament in general. And so when we have opportunities to thank the workers publicly, I always do so. I always give thanks as well to those persons who volunteer their services, particularly, for example, Reverend Selena Walters. Charles, thank you for giving of your time tonight. Thank you to the awardees. Continue to soar. Honorable members, thank you for giving of your time and for presenting the awards. I especially thank my team, particularly the clerk's office. They work tirelessly. I wish to give them a separate round of applause. I often state that the clerk's office works beyond the 8 to 4. They work sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning. They go until midnight at times. In fact, last year we had one situation where they had to work beyond 12, and they never complain. So I want to thank the clerk and her able deputy, Mr. Knight. Thank you again, Mr. Clive Saunders, and all of the officers within the Department of Youth. You have done well. This ceremony was flawless. Thank you to Mr. Okwanje Robinson, the CARICOM Youth Ambassador, who read the Governor General's message this evening. Parents and guardians, Thank you. You are raising exceptional human beings. Congratulations. Mr. Sage and SKNIS and ZIZ, thank you kindly. I'll make a special mention of Mr. Sage. He again works beyond the time that is usually noted for civil servants. In fact, earlier this evening when we had a technical difficulty, you saw that he ran outside to ensure that things moved smoothly. Thank you, Mr. Sage. You do an exceptional job. I appreciate you. To the Sergeant of Arms, who guards the Crown's presence, and she doesn't fall asleep, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you kindly for your service. To the constables, to the CPOs, the viewing and listening audience, and last but not least, my personal CPO. He's outside doing what he does best, make sure that nobody comes in the door to do any harm to me. If there is anything pending, I appreciate him greatly. And so once again, thank you everyone. Tonight was a wonderful evening. May we now have the motion. The Honourable Member for St. Christopher 1.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I thank you for allowing us to use your honourable chambers over the years, and I now seek your permission, Madam Speaker, to have this House adjourn sine die.
Seconder, I recognize the Honourable Member for St. Christopher 2.
Madam Speaker, I rise to second the motion.
The question is that the House stands adjourned sine die. Those in favour? Aye. Those against? The ayes have it. House stands adjourned sine die.
Should all acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot on days of old lang syne?